On News Now, do you have a second for us? This is Lieutenant Favazzo, and one of the things you were talking about earlier is the outpouring of support that Officer
You can see it right here. You can see it, you can feel it.
Yeah.
There is a tremendous amount of support, and I just can't say enough how much we appreciate all the support from all of the community. It just makes the healing process so much better.
But it's not just the officers. It's not just fellow police officers and first responders. You said the public.
There's public, and if you look back behind us, I mean, there's public out here. There's an outpouring of support on social media and through our email systems. We're just amazed. I'm almost speechless to how much we appreciate this, how grateful we are.
Let's talk about Officer Pueblo's recovery. Shot in the face, ambush style is what we believe. 2 surgeries, moved out of ICU Wednesday, and he's being released today. Incredible.
Incredible. And that just is a testament to what this type of support can do to uplift spirits and to really, help that healing process. So I can't say enough how proud we are of our officers and how proud we are of our community.
Thank you for stopping to chat with us. Lieutenant Favazzo obviously coordinating with all the media, getting us ready for this big release. And so we can't really move. Can we move, Mike? Okay, we're gonna scooch over here really quick, you guys, just to show you this incredible line of officers. We have, I'm not sure if we lost our, okay, we're still good here. Obviously, he'll be escorted home in the limo. On the other side of the limo, we have a motorcycle escort. The Chandler police officers will be escorting the officer, we believe, home. We're not quite sure of what his final destination is at this point, but it looks like he'll be going home. But it is just incredible to see so many men and women lined up out here. I just had one of the officers thank me for saying that, but just so neat. And we have the fire department here. Members of the public. Mike, let's head on back this way. And so, excuse me, we're just going to head right on back. And so you can just see each and every single one of them here to cheer on, to encourage Officer Pueblo as he is released from the hospital. And, I was there Saturday. I was on the anchor desk when this happened. And when you hear that an officer is down, an officer is shot, you don't know what is going to happen, what kind of injury that officer sustains. And so it really is absolutely incredible to see that he's being released today, less than a week after being shot. We had another officer shot as well, Officer Coldwell, and he was released that same day. So also great to hear that as well. But here's what we're being told: at exactly 10 o'clock, he will be coming out of those double doors there. He will be escorted by the chief. He's in a wheelchair, has injury, but obviously, but will be escorted by the chief. We are allowed to stop him to see if he'd like to make a statement. Obviously, he will not be talking about what happened on Saturday because that is an ongoing investigation. The chief as well is said to make a statement, again, not fielding any questions about the investigation. We're being told that Officer Pueblo has not even been questioned himself about what exactly happened because he's been in the hospital ever since. And so just overwhelming out here. Very, very incredible to see.
Anita, how many people do you estimate are there waiting for his release?
Oh, goodness gracious, hundreds easily. Photographer Mike Robinson is saying 200. I'm, easily saying almost up to 100 police officers here. Seth, we're live on News Now. How many officers and people do you think are here? Couple hundred easy, that's what I thought. Yeah, couple hundred, Samia. So, and I would imagine they're all here at their own free will.
Oh, yes.
Nobody, I'm talking to another one of the PIOs, Seth Tyler, who was actually out there on Saturday. We talked to Lieutenant Favazzo a little bit about the outpouring of support. Each and every single one of these men and women, police officers, firefighters, wanted to be.
Yes, absolutely. They wanted to be here. We are we're a big department, but we know each other. And, we know Josh, we know Dan. It deeply affects us when things happen to our own. And the support from the community is really overwhelming. We're very appreciative.
And that's what Lieutenant Favazzo said too, just the outpouring from the community members, not just from your own, but people coming in and saying, we hope he heals, we hope he gets well soon. We've seen so many messages on our Facebook page alone.
Yes, and this is for the community as well.
Yeah.
This is not just for us. This is for the community to give them an opportunity to see Josh and to understand he's going to heal,
Yeah.
he's going to be okay. And I think when people see him, I think it's going to be very powerful.
Yeah, especially knowing that he can.
Yeah.
He won't be walking out. We mentioned he's being wheeled out in a wheelchair just because he's medicated and so on. But he's doing well.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's doing well. He's on the road to recovery. We're talking 6 days.
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah.
2 surgeries, considered to be very successful, obviously. Moved out of ICU on Wednesday, and then today he's being released.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a miracle. We're so thankful.
I know we've been through this, but can you tell us, is he married, children?
I don't believe he is married,
Okay.
and I'm not sure his personal status.
Sure. And I know sometimes we release that because when we know the kids are waiting at home, it makes it so much more amazing when mom and dad.
The important thing in this for us is to protect, Josh and Dan's privacy as much as we can, and their dignity and the family and all that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we appreciate the transparency too, coming out and talking and inviting us here. Thank you so much. So Samia, there you have it. At least 200 people, officers, firefighters, big fire truck is here. We have medical staff here, members of the community, and as we mentioned, he was brought in on Saturday morning, just after 6 o'clock is when the shooting took place at the Walmart, Loop 202 Arizona Avenue, and we had the suspect who was basically trespassing. A trespassing call came in. The officers went in to investigate, and Officer Seth Tyler, who we just spoke to, described it as an ambush style, immediately started shooting. And so both officers hit in this incident on Saturday. The first officer released that day, and then obviously Officer Pueblo being released today.
All right, Anita, thank you for that update. We're going to go ahead and continue streaming your live video, and if you are able to get another live interview while you're there, we will have that live here on News Now. Thank you.
Why did I say? I thought he said lieutenant. Sorry. I just promoted him. I promoted him. I'll text him.
3 times, I think it makes it official.
Well, I'm so careful about making sure I get the right title. And sometimes when I swear he said he was lieutenant. And I was even going to say, were you promoted?
He probably told you. Easy thing to remember, the first sergeant lieutenant still have.
Yes, and I always forget. Hey, I just promoted you. Congrats. I got low battery. That's not good. Two, 3 minutes, Samia, if you can hear us.
He's on his way down. He'll be down here in a few minutes. So if you guys, when he comes out, if you can just maybe stay like behind this line. That way, there's plenty of room.
Hey, Anita, he should be coming out any minute, right?
2 minutes is what you're just given a 2-minute warning.
Got it. Thank you.
Mike, I'm going live right now. My work Facebook. So what's going on? Why isn't it working? Go back to what? I did. It won't let me. I don't have it on my personal phone. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why my Facebook mentions won't work. Anybody know about it?
I don't have a strong enough signal.
I think that's, well,
You got the mic out to...
I know. No, I'm going to put it away. Yeah, it won't even let me type with the microphone. I don't know what's going on with it.
Where you go? All right, you can get the median. They get in line right along that line there. They got to go right past you no matter where you're standing. Okay, so you don't go past that line and get right.
Yep. I don't have it on here. Were you able to get it? You can't get it, right? Yeah, I can't do it. I don't have it on this phone. I'm just going to roll. Yep. I got it. Thank you. Sami, if you can hear us, looks like the officer will not be addressing the media. Heading right into the car. This morning, lots of applause greeting him. Do you have a ticket for us, Chief?
Good morning. This is a great day for the Chandler Police Department and really the entire Chandler community. And you see our officer, Josh Pueblo, just walk out to the car here, discharged from the hospital days after he was shot 3 times. It's just the words are they don't describe the relief and the gratitude that we have. We're just so fortunate that he's with us, and I can't speak to the bravery that both Josh and Dan displayed last week. They're heroics. They put their lives on the line last week, and they demonstrated incredible bravery and courage and literally saved people that were inside that store. So I couldn't be more proud of them. But I'm also proud of our police department. This is what our officers do every day, as do all police officers. And I'm proud of our fire department, their amazing response and their assistance, and then our great partners here at Dignity Health, Chandler Regional Medical Center. This past week, they just provided the best possible care, and they did it with compassion, and it was just amazing the way they treated the family members, our co-workers, and I couldn't be more thankful. And of course, on behalf of the men and women of the Chandler Police Department, where we are just so appreciative of the overwhelming outpouring of support that we received this past week, and especially from our public safety partners, but really the entire community. So I just want to say thank you for that, because it certainly helped us this past week. It was very difficult, especially in the early stages. So we appreciate everyone's support. So thank you.
Chief, you're obviously very emotional right now. We can see that. I think anyone who is watching this, walk us through what it's like for you as well to be able to walk your officer out of that hospital and send him home.
Well, it's been quite a journey from the initial call that you have an officer seriously injured. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen. So to be there that day and then see him first at the hospital and then to see him walk into this limo is just the most, it's the biggest sense of relief, but just an immense sense of pride in our organization, in our profession. This is what happens every day in this country, and it's a reminder of how dangerous the profession of policing can be. But there are men and women out there every day keeping our community safe, and that's what it's all about.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank
is there a timeline for him to return to work?
This is a long road to recovery, so that's very, very early. It's going to be a while.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
We're going to step out, you guys, and try to get a little bit of live coverage for you as the officers on the motorcycles will be out here. We have a gentleman here. Sir, we're live on Fox 10 News now. Do you know the officer?
Well, I have a restaurant downtown, and all the officers are great customers, and I had a problem about a year ago, and they were there for me, so.
So you're here today to thank them for their service?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're going to walk around just a little bit, you guys, give you a live look. The officers will be heading down on Dobson and then escorting Officer Pueblo. Again, we are unaware of his final destination. One could only hope that he will be heading home this morning. And so, as you heard the chief mention, a very, very emotional day, one filled with immense pride, immense relief that his both of his officers are okay. And again, as the police officers are escorting Officer Pueblo home, he is sent home with a round of applause for his bravery and heroism last Saturday.
Yeah, that.
Hi, Anita.
That is really, yeah. That is such a sight, such an impressive sight. Look at that show of force.
It's emotional being out here. You know, we work side by side with these police officers. I was on the anchor desk last Saturday when the news broke that 2 Chandler police officers were shot. And you really don't know what will become of it. You don't know what is going to happen. You don't know if the officers will survive, if the public is still in danger. And so seeing Officer Pueblo walk out of be wheeled out of that hospital and then walk into the car really was amazing. You know, we were hoping to chat with him, but we do know that he was obviously not feeling 100%. And so, but talking to the chief again, being told that he is going to make a full recovery, and just the gratitude. But seeing all the men and women here lining up, firefighters, as you saw, a member of the community, really incredible.
You know, you think about how we have such a tendency to take for granted that you make a phone call when you need help and that they're just going to automatically be there. But every single time an officer goes on a call, he or she literally is putting their life on the line. We've all been to a Walmart. We've all shopped at a Walmart. Yep. Who's going to think that it's going to take that kind of a violent turn, and yet they're there for us every single time.
You know, I agree. And I was out covering an officer-involved shooting about a year and a half ago, and I went live and I described the scenario as the officer making a routine stop. And someone pointed out to me that when you are law enforcement, there's no such thing as a routine stop. There's no such thing as a routine welfare check. You don't know what is going to happen. So yes, they were making a stop. Yes, they were called out to that Walmart, and they never know what is going to happen. And so yeah, these men and women really do put their lives on the line the second they put their uniform on.
You know, when that really hit home for me, Anita, was just the other day, and it was on your Saturday morning show with Ty, and I was out at the JDRF One Walk, the walk to cure diabetes out there in Mesa, and off camera, you know, we did all the things that we were doing on your show, but off camera, I was visiting with a couple of police officers who were out there.
Ron,
because
I'm sorry, we're breaking up here, and I'm unable to hear you right now.
Are you? Okay, well, it looks like we're losing our signal. But Anita, great coverage, and thank you very much.
All right, you guys, we're going to toss it back to you here and wrap up our coverage. But again, Officer Pueblo shot in the face, twice shot at 3 times, released from the hospital here in Chandler, heading home, hopefully to make a full recovery. Back to you guys.
All right, Anita.